Hey guys, my name is Matimi0, and the first story for today, which I'm sure a lot of you Battlefielders out there are going to just be ecstatic about, is that DICE has finally released a couple of tidbits of information about their upcoming endgame DLC. And more specifically, they've said that they are going to be adding a new Air Superiority game mode. And my first reaction to this was about time, DICE. I mean, people have been wanting this since the game was released back in October 2011. And just, I mean, not the fact that it's taken them this long to implement it. Maybe they just didn't want to do it and they didn't have, maybe there was some balancing reasons, but I know that a lot of Battlefielders are going to just fall in love with this game mode. There are people that bought Battlefield 3 specifically because they wanted to fly around in jets. When I first bought the game, I loved the jet. It was a lot of fun, but then I just got creamed by people that knew exactly what they're doing, and so I phased out of that stage. But I do know that people, that's all they do when they jump into the game is to go to the jets. And as of right now, they can do that if they want to, but they may have to kind of wait in a line. They have to kind of spam and wait on the spawn screen just to get into that. So to have a game mode specifically dedicated to players that want that is awesome. Another thing I was kind of surprised is that they also released a trailer for the game mode, which shows off what you can expect, and there's also kind of a conquest aspect to it, where there's large blimps up in the air, and those are your capture points. It looks like there was only 3 in the trailer, so probably one near your base, one in the center, and then one towards your enemy base, and you have to fight over those. So I wasn't expecting this. I had a feeling that all DICE was going to do was give people a bunch of jets, have a giant map for them to fly around on, and then have it as a team deathmatch. And that actually might be what they've done, because also on their website, if you go to the premium section, I forgot that video that I referenced, which I'll leave a link down below in the description, is for premium members only. But if you go to the premium section and you click on the endgame box art kind of thing going on down there, it brings up a description of endgame, and at the very bottom it says Air Superiority game modes, like plural. So there may be this Conquest Air Superiority game mode, and there may be a team deathmatch. I'm not exactly sure if it was a typo or they really will have more than just the one. If that's the case, awesome. It really seems like they're going all out for this DLC. And yeah, I mean, this is awesome news. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. So before I get into the next story, I quickly just want to apologize for the lighting going on in the background. I realize that my window kind of looks like it's ascending, and there's like laser beams and light like falling on my face every once in a while. So I probably will have to change some things around, or maybe get like a screen for it, so when I record during the daytime, it doesn't look like my window is going crazy or ascending. So I'll get that fixed. I just kind of wanted to quickly apologize for that. So the next story involves Blizzard and eSports, which I'm a fan of both. And recently, Chris Sigety, the StarCraft 2 design production chief, was explaining that if eSports wants to be elevated to the point where sports are today, where advertisers are pumping loads of money into them, the only way to really do that, or a good way to do that, is to put them on TV, is to get eSports onto television programming. And a good way, a recommendation he had for that was to kind of have a UFC type of thing, or an MMA, where that you have the fighters all in the house, they are training, and the kind of egos are clashing, and then they have the fights at the end of the program. And I'm not exactly sure if I'm completely sold on this idea. I love esports. I watch it pretty much on a daily basis, where I'll go on and I'll watch StarCraft 2, I'll watch League of Legends, but I don't know if I would want to have a reality TV show with a bunch of nerds in a house kind of fighting over each other. I mean, maybe, I think the only way I would accept it or even watch it is if it was predominantly just them in matches and seeing them play against each other, because I don't want to see pro gamers bicker and fight amongst themselves. That's not why I watch television. I know that reality TV show is extremely popular for a reason, and I do want esports to be elevated to the point where it is on television. I think it is awesome. Like I said, I watch it all the time, but I just don't know if this is the best way to go about it or if it's something that I would want to see. But I would love to know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is a good idea? Let me know down below in the comment section. So the final story for today to kind of wrap things up is once again a Battlefield one. I guess Battlefield is the hot topic for today, and that is that EA has announced that they are going to be discontinuing the Medal of Honor franchise. It was not performing as well as they wanted it to be. It was not successful in the slightest, so they're going to be dropping that from their lineup. And this is where things get very interesting. I'm crossing my fingers because this leaves a hole for more Battlefield games to come out, and they've announced that they're going to be coming out with a new Battlefield game in 2014, so next year. And this is where the speculation comes in, because some people are starting to think that this could be Bad Company 3, which everyone not everyone, but a lot of people wanted because they got into the Battlefield franchise because of Bad Company 2. I love Bad Company 2, and I really want to see what they can do with that with the Frostbite 2 engine at their disposal. And so I'm crossing my fingers. I'm really hoping that this is the case. We don't know any more information about it. They said that they are going to be giving us more information in the near future, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. They also said that, or they haven't announced yet, but this kind of could turn into the Call of Duty franchise type of thing, where they bounce between Treyarch and Activision, where they come out with a game every year. But they haven't announced if that is the case. I'm not really sure if I would like that to be the route that they go, but we'll just have to wait and see. But if it is Bad Company 3, I am going to be ecstatic. So fantastic news. But those are all the stories for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I would love to know what you guys thought about these 3 topics. Let me know down below in the comment section. But until next time, guys, have a good one and take it easy.